it's Teri Williams with Soul Practices. Here's part 2 to my blog, Why Are We So Angry? What can we do with it? What can we do with our anger? If you haven't seen or read part 1, you might want to do that first. The link will be below. In that blog, I wrote about how angry we all are, myself included. The divide in this country has become so deep that the right is furious with the left is furious with the right, and the people in between, they're exhausted, befuddled, and confused, and I'm sure that they're equally as furious. So I asked myself, what can I do about it? Today, during a journey meditation, I asked that question to my guides, my cosmic council, and Nelson Mandela appeared. His message to me was simple: learn about me. He originally focused on nonviolence and then resorted to violence and ended up imprisoned for 27 years. He wrote, peaceful resistance is effective only as long as our opposition adheres to the same rules as we do. How do we hold the opposition to a different standard, to nonviolence and intentional conversation? Good questions. A short while later, a Joe Dispenza video popped up in my feed, outlining 4 key things we must do to change our lives. Basically sharing one of my tenets: what we focus on multiplies. I will put that link in the comments below as well. Not long after that, the song Lovely Day started playing. It felt like the universe was handing me a roadmap. Here's what I realized. I can be passionate, political, and driven to make change without adding to the noise of the outrage, without reposting the headlines and graphics designed to trigger us. That's what our leaders are already doing, weaponizing anger to divide us further. Instead, I can share ways to bridge the divide and support organizations who are dedicated to making changes that include all of humanity, not just the billionaires. Again, let's hold our leaders to a new standard on non-violence and inclusivity, not division and radical tactics that cause more pain and suffering. What Mandela, Dispenza, and Lovely Day reminded me is this: real change doesn't come from feeding the fire of division. It comes from focusing on solutions, on inclusivity, on raising the vibration of our collective energy, starting with me. Nelson Mandela stood for peace and unity in the face of unthinkable injustice. Joe Dispenza reminds us that energy is everything, and that we carry within us the same energy that created the universe. That means we're powerful beyond measure. We can have a lovely day. So here's what I'm choosing: to channel my anger into action, not outrage. To share ways we can actually create change, not just react to the latest headline. To focus on peace, inclusion, and compassion, because that's the only way forward. And I want to offer you the same. Here are 8 ways we can begin making positive change in ourselves and in our communities. Number 1, create or support mutual aid networks. Pool your resources with your neighbors and friends. Food drives, rides to doctors, appointments, or simply checking in on the elderly or impaired. These small acts create webs of care outside of this failing system. Number 2, help your neighbors, no matter what side of the fence they're on. Politics doesn't mow a lawn, fix a meal, or comfort someone who's grieving. Show up for your people as people, not labels. Number 3, practice calming rituals. Meditation, mindful breathing, journaling, stepping into the grass can shift your nervous system from fight or flight into peace. If you're calm, your presence becomes calming to others. Number 4, learn before reacting. Before reposting a headline designed to trigger outrage, pause. I know I do that. I don't always pause. Read, research, and reflect. Look at a variety of sources across multiple platforms, not just one or two, and not from the ones that are strictly focused on your agenda. Respond from awareness, not anger. Number 5, volunteer your time. Local food banks, shelters, schools, or community gardens are always in need. Serving side by side with others reminds us of our shared humanity. Number 6, have real conversations. Talk to people you disagree with, not to debate, but to listen. Anger softens when people feel heard. Number 7, redirect your dollars. Support local businesses, ethical companies, and organizations that stand for justice and compassion. With your money, where it flows, energy grows. And number 8, be the energy you want to see. Carry kindness into your daily interactions with cashiers, co-workers, strangers on the street. Energy is contagious, and yours can be the spark that shifts a day, a room, or even a life. Okay, here's one more. Drive to a private location and scream the F-bomb in your car, or whatever words connect you to your anger. Scream as loud as possible. Invite your friends to join you. When you're finished, place your hands on your heart and say thank you. Yeah, I'm still angry, but I'm also deeply inspired. Inspired to remember that we can be the change we seek. Remember that from Gandhi? That our energy matters, that how we show up, even on social media, is part of what's shaping the world we live in. Because when we shift our energy, we shift everything. And maybe, just maybe, we'll wake up to a lovely day. Thank you. Mwah.